Hello everybody, so here I am recording this video for all of you. You can see in front of me I have the EMP3, Escuela Nacional Preparatoria número 3. That's the high school where I work. I teach English to high school students. And right now I am inside the Metrobus. It's a bus. And I am in one of the bus stations. I'm going to go out and I want to show you this world, this map that one of our students of high school number 3 of the UNAM has developed together with his friends. I am able to jump very high so that I can surpass that fence. And then as I head to the entrance, you can see it says EMP3, Escuela Nacional Preparatoria 3, UU. And then if I go to the entrance, there is Santiago, and there I am too. And I'm going to show you around what this place has to offer. So anybody who has already been into our high school, EMP3, knows and should recognize immediately where I am walking by right now. So this is sort of one of the main squares that you find as soon as you enter our high school. We have the flag, and that's a sort of theater or auditorium that's in front of me. That's the first one that I'm going to show you. So I'm heading over there, and if I enter here, I'm able to see this sort of theater or auditorium. And then I'm going to go out of this place because I don't want to make this video way too long. And so here you have probably seen those letters, the MP3, if you've ever been to my school. And here we have our logo of our sort of cougar. And these are all the buildings. These are all the different main buildings and classrooms that we have in my school. And so, for instance, if I come here, we have this computer lab, and I could enter there, but I would like to show you the other classrooms. Here we have the bathrooms, and then I can walk upstairs so that I can show you one of the classrooms from the second floor. So here we have several rooms. I'm going to go to room D. Classroom D110. This is in fact one of the classrooms where I have given classes to my students. And then I can just leave. The plan is that we want to put vocabulary on the walls for students to learn vocabulary. So for instance, I am working on the parts of the body vocabulary right now on our website, EnglishCortex.com. And so one of these classrooms will have all of that vocabulary that I want my students to learn. You know, finger, hand, head, shoulders, toes, etc. And so I think it is a good way to motivate my students, all of our students, to engage into the learning of English as a foreign language. Here's one more classroom. Here you have the board, and you have probably noticed that we don't have any furniture yet. That's because in order to add furniture we have to buy it. That costs money, and well, that's something we haven't done yet. We might do so in the future. Right now the way it is just fine because we can already do so many things here. I'm going to go to the next floor. Anybody who has been to this high school should be able to recognize every part that we have walked around when we used to be able to teach classes face to face. I want to show you the next floor. Not all of the buildings have a third floor, but this one does over here. So I'm going to head there to show you. So I'm walking up, and I want to give you a good sense of how massive this map is. This replica of my high school was developed by Santiago Medina and his friends. I've been working with Santiago since about 2 or 3 months ago. I started talking to him about 1 year ago about the idea of developing some activities with his map, and because of different reasons we haven't really been able to do everything that we have in mind, but I would like to give you an idea of how much there is to do here. This is a parking lot. This is where we park our cars. In front of me is the entrance, but I already showed you the entrance. Here are all the 4 main buildings. Of course there are other buildings. On the right side is the auditorium that I already showed you. Over there you have a soccer field and basketball courts and some volleyball courts as well. I'm going to head to the library where we have our self-access center. We call it Mediateca. We also have some laboratories over there. So I'm going to go down over here and I'm going to enter the library. There are, as I was saying, there's no furniture yet, but that's not really a problem. We might include some furniture in the future, but right now the main purpose is to have students walk around and learn some vocabulary. And in the first stage, in the second stage, we would like to include activities that promote the learning of communicative functions, such as agreeing on a given plan, such as a party or a project, or maybe negotiating something, you know, our communicative based learning targets. So this was the library and the self-access center. All of those that you're looking at right now, all of those are classrooms, and it is possible to enter every one of those. So this is incredible. There's so much that we could and we should do with this map. And now I want to show you some of the other rooms of my school over here. So I can enter this. Oops, I don't know why I cannot enter right now. Oh, I will ask later Santiago why that one is not open. But I could enter here and show you over here. These are sort of rooms for us teachers to project special presentations and that sort of stuff. So here are the stairs in order to walk up and reach the other classrooms. And these are the aisles that I used to walk around every day because I had to go from one classroom to another. Here we have classroom A101. I can enter here. This is one of the big classrooms of my school. We're planning to put a lot of vocabulary in the first stage of this project, and then on the second stage we could include some more functionally driven, in terms of communicative functions, activities for our students. This is classroom A104. You can enter here too, and there's so much that we can do around here. I'm going to head to the main square. So here it is. We have some big trees in the central garden. You can see that's building C, and that's building D, and over there you have building A, and of course building B. I'm going to start flying. That's something that we can do here. Oh, I'm going to enter here to show you this other place. So here we have this place for students to lift weights or play basketball, and I think there's also a swimming pool. I don't usually go to this building, so I don't really know all of the different spaces that we have available for students. But for instance, here you have this basketball court. you even have these seats for students to watch a game. And I'm going to leave this place. I just wanted you to see just how many different places there are to go to, and we can exploit all of these in order to design and unfold or deploy activities for our students to learn English in a more interactive, more entertaining, more motivating way, much more than traditional tools have allowed us thus far. And I guess this should give you a good sense of the place by now. I'm just to finish this video, I'm going to take you to the sports facilities, and also I'd like to show you that here we have this cafeteria. It's empty right now because of what I was explaining about the furniture having a cost. So we just haven't added anything of that. But then if you continue walking around, you can reach these basketball courts and also the volleyball courts, and we have here the soccer field. So I'm going to get there just to show you. So here it is, and so this is really cool. There are so many things that we could invent or come up with in order to make the learning of English so much more fun for our students. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the entrance of our school so that I can talk to you about one final aspect that I would like everyone to consider of Minecraft, and that is the fact that you can design missions. What do I mean by missions? These missions are rather simple. Do not expect something big, and yet they are, I think, they're going to add much value to the Minecraft experience, the English learning via Minecraft experience. So remember that Santiago, the creator of this replica, and myself are already in the entrance. And so, for instance, if I stand here and then I change the mode I go to settings and I change the mode from creative to survival, I'm going to activate some missions. For example, if I go near Santiago and I click on him, I get this dialogue. Hi, welcome to Prepa 3, your new school. My friends and I have built this replica. You can see our names below bold and see. Feel free to explore the whole world. I have hidden some books around. If you find them, I will give you 5 apples as a reward. And so we will ask our students to go around and search those apples. And once they find them, books. And once they find the books, Santiago is going to give some apples in return. We have placed some apples here just to show you this as an example of how it works. If I open this, and there you have the books, and then if I take some of these books and then I go back to Santiago and I give him the books, you can see above on the left side it says recibiste manzana por 5, you received 5 apples. And that's one idea of how we can make it more interesting for our students to have missions. The one that I just showed you is very simple, but we will eventually include more interesting ideas in order to make our students interact via dialogues with the different characters that will be sprinkled here and there. So I hope that you have liked this place. Let me go back to the settings and go back to creative mode so that I can once again float and show you. Here is the Metrobus. You can even go to the other side of the Metrobus. And well, I hope that you liked this presentation of this map, and that you can notice the huge potential that this map has to offer for us English teachers who are always looking for innovative ways to approach the teaching and learning of English. So that's all. I hope that you liked this. I'll see you later, and thanks for your time and attention. See you.